Hi and welcome back to another live stream. And I'm sorry for all those trouble that I had in the first time that I tried to make this live stream. Now it's the second time, so I apologize for that. And hopefully it will be hopefully more stable than before. That it will not turn off and on and off and on. Network problems, that was the issues that I had before. So today it will be the second live stream that I do about a new plugin from GForce, the Sequential Prophet-5. It's a VST from the Prophet 5, approved by Sequential, so it's an original. And I have also, like you know, the Prophet 5 here in my studio. And today I want to make another live stream, not like the previous one. I'm gonna dive deeper into the synth. Gonna let you. There are some things that I want to talk about that are, I think, interesting and good to know that. If you have this plugin and you want to use it and you want to play on a MIDI keyboard, there are some features that I want to mention that are important, I think. So going deeper into the synth. Then after that, I'm going also going through some of those factory patches that there is on this synth. There are a lot, so you cannot cover them all. I covered a few of them in a previous video, so I cover others in this live stream. What we're also going to do, I'm going to compare the same thing again, the Prophet 5 with his plugin. At the end, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. So that's at the end of the live stream. I hope, of course, that it will not be disturbed by network problems and other things. So for all those who came in before now, I hope you will come back. And all those who just came in, welcome to the live stream. Feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, of course. If you have a question, just leave it in the chat. I will try to answer that. There are maybe many questions, of course, and I always try to be neutral, of course, but I can give you always my opinion and what I think about that. But feel free to give me your opinion, of course. That's also important. To start with a quick overview, what I'm going to do now with this overview, I'm going to just give you the difference between what's on this synth that's the same on the Prophet 5, the hardware, and what's different on this plugin that is not on the hardware. So the difference, and also some interesting features that you must know if you want to use this plugin. Let's get started. First of all, I'm going to start with the feature that are the same on the Prophet 5, the hardware. So we have the polymode. That's exactly the same knobs, the same everything here, the same. Then we have here oscillator 1 and oscillator 2, also identical with the same waveforms, sawtooth, square wave. And on the second oscillator, you have a sawtooth and a square wave, and also they add a triangle. Both can be fine-tuned, and also the pulse can also be modulated, the pulse width, so can be modulated. You can use your oscillator 2 as the same thing as on the original, as an LFO, or as a second oscillator. You have also the same thing here, the mixer, of course, for your two oscillators and your noise generator. Then you have the filter, same thing as on the Rev 4. So this one is like the Rev 4. You have the Rev 1 and 2 filter, and then also the Rev 3 filter on this one, identical as on the hardware. Then you have the amplifier envelope generator, the same thing as on the hardware. Then instead of knobs, here you have it's the same thing, but otherwise you can it's not on and off. You can give it less of more, so that's maybe better for the velocity sensitivity and also for the aftertouch. The same thing, but difference a little bit. So this is here difference. Instead of on and off, you have a knob that you can turn, can glide between more and less. That's also nice to have that on this synth. What you also have the same thing is, of course, the LFO. Only for the sawtooth, there are two different sawtooths here. Instead of the original has only one sawtooth for the LFO. And the wheel modulation, the same thing as on the original. Yes, identical. Frequency of oscillator 1 modulation, the frequency of oscillator 2, then you have the pulse width of 1 and pulse width of 2, and the filter. The same thing. Glide, the same thing here also, but you have 3 mods, glissando and legato, and I don't know if I have the same settings on the synth also. You can choose them both here, of course. So do you have that also on the on the original? I don't know. Maybe in the menu. I don't know. I didn't look it up. Then you have here your polyphony, the voices that you have. Now it's set on 5. That means it's a Prophet-5, but you can make it also a Prophet-10. But if you're look at this area here, you see that there's A and B. That means you have 2 Prophet-5s here or 2 Prophet-10s. Instead of 10 voice, you have 20 voice or 10 voice stuck on each other. So you can go up to 20 voices together. That's a nice feature. So that reminds me the same thing that I'm doing with my DX7 and the Dexit. Then in DAW, I'm using it always with my DAW also. And I set 2 Dexits, one left, the other one right, the different voices or the same patches, the same patches. And then DX7 itself in the middle. You can do the same thing here. Use your Prophet-5 in the middle and A left, B right. Then you have a larger sound, or you can pick up other patches and create a very complex sound. Same thing, you can do that here. Patch, you can pan them. You can also set the volume of each of those 2 synths. So that it is not 1 but 2 Prophet-5s or 2 Prophet-10s that you have here. That's a lot. Then you have your release and hold button. In this case, we have only one button for those 2. Here they are separated, and your volume, of course. Then we go in here. Your control wheel for your pitch bender. Then you have here your modulation wheel, same thing as on the original, but then you have other features here. That's for your lower up pitch and down for your pitch wheel. You can do that also on the Prophet-5 itself. Then also what you have, you can pan the modulation right, left. You can make the spread. How many do you want to pan them right, left? It goes right, left, of course, but you can do that also. Then you can do randomly or controlled. Depends on how you want to do that. Then you have other feature that you don't have on the Prophet-5 is an arpeggiator. You have an arpeggiator here, and also a chord. You can program your chords. So you can choose a chord of 3 notes, of 4 notes. You program that, and each time you press one note, you playing those 3 or 4 chord notes together. That's a nice feature that you have here on this synth. I don't know. It's in the Prophet-5 if there is that possibility. I don't know. If there is someone who knows that, please let me know in the chat or in the comments. For all those who just came in, welcome to the live stream, and also without any issues now. I'm glad. So I can do the live stream, of course. Like I always said, this one is a nice plugin, so I covered it now. That's the difference. So the difference between this and the hardware is, of course, the arpeggiator, the chord programmer. Then you have also 2 instead of 1. You can layer them. There's also different extra waveform here for your LFO. That's also different, and here your modulation is also different. But when you press this here, extend, then you have above you here other options. You have your effects. You have on this synth a chorus effect. You have a phaser effect. Then you have different effects again here, a reverb and a delay. You can change your chorus effect into distortion, filter, tremolo, compressor. Phaser is not light up. I don't know why. Then here you have, okay, because phaser is chosen. So when you're choosing one effect on the right side, then you cannot choose it on the left side. So must be always different, as you see. You can do it for each of the synths, for the A, for the B, or for both of them. Now they are set for both. For those who just came to the live stream, welcome to the live stream. And feel free to like and subscribe. And also, just say hello in the chat. That means also a lot. Don't be shy. Now, that's the two effects that you can have, and also the delay and the reverb. It is nice to have that here on this synth. What you also have is an X LFO or X modulator. And what does that too? So how does it work? So, for example, hi, free wheel burning. It's a long time ago. How do you do? Welcome to the chat. Without any issues now. So what can you do with this here? That's very interesting because you choose, for example, my filter cutoff. I click on it. Then I can choose to add for this an extra LFO like this one. And I can choose the amount of that I want to modulate this filter. And you can, the rate also, you can choose that. What you also can do, the same thing when I'm selected, it's selected. I can do also and edit also an envelope generator here. Can create here an envelope generator for that. So it will be now modulated, only my filter will be modulated with that. So that's a nice feature to have that on this synth. I can remember that also, that I have that also on my Dexit. But in the Dexit, it works only on your output volume, I thought. And I think I can show you that. I can open Dexit. So you can see this area here, that's the same thing. That's the envelope, and here the modulation. And I think that works only on your output. So, for example, instead of using it on my filter cutoff, going to turn that off here. I can use it on my volume, the same thing. That's how it works on the Dexit. So on your volume, you do the same thing here in this case. So that's a very interesting and nice feature to have that on your synth. That's what it has. What is also important on the synth, what do you also have? Going to the settings, you can choose any MIDI keyboard that you have here. Now the Prophet-5 is on, so I'm going to select this one as my MIDI keyboard. And you can also scale up this synth here on the screen. Now it's on 110%. You can also choose MPE, able or disable this. It's now disabled, so I don't use it. And voice elections mode is in normal. In this case, I'm using my, like I said in the previous live stream, my Mixtable Studio Live for my sound card. That's the settings. Here, nothing special, just that. But you have here also a button for your MPE. You can enable it and disable it here, just here from below. That's easy. You have also for your beats, for your beat per minute, for your arpeggiator, of course. Then you have your tuning, of course, 440 for your tuning. But that's also very important is this one here, CC. And that's very important because I'm going to tell you two things. First, when I am clicking on this one, now you will see all those numbers that appears here on this synth. There are all the settings that I mapped this synth on my Prophet-5. You cannot map everything, but the most important things you can map it on your Prophet-5 or another patch, another MIDI keyboard, of course. But be but it won't work if you don't change your settings on your Prophet-5, because when you have your Prophet-5 new or you set it on, normally is not set on the CC. You must go to your menu in your Prophet-5 and change that. I'm going to tell you which knob that you must use and change that into CC. If you don't do that, it won't read your movement from your MIDI keyboard or from my Prophet-5. From my Prophet-5. From my other, I use it also on my Super 6 and doesn't need to do that on the Super 6. But on the Prophet-5, you must change your settings on your Prophet-5 before you can do that. So that's very important that you can map your Prophet-5 on this, so you can use it also on your Prophet-5 and your Prophet-5 using it as a sort of MIDI keyboard for that. Certainly when you're creating layers of synths on each other, multiple Prophet-5s on each other, or Prophet-10 and a Prophet-5. So that's very interesting. So I mapped it all so I can use my Prophet-5 as a MIDI keyboard for this synth. And for your patch, you can use only one knob. That's a little bit... I thought you can do more, but that's only one. So I always down, down, down for your... and for the rest, that's so important that you change also your settings on your synth before you're going to map your Prophet-5, if you have a Prophet-5. Other MIDI keyboards, like my and other keyboards like my Super 6 doesn't need to do that. It recognizes that directly, so it doesn't change. I didn't need to change that. I don't know, because I turn it off and on, if it's still set in the settings that we're gonna see that when I'm on the synth, of course. So that's, I think, almost everything that I covered about the synth that's important. Here is your A and your B, of course. Turn that CC off. So you have two synthesizers here. You can turn them each on or together if you want. Normally you can do them both. Same solo. That's for the settings. So you can set them, and here set them on, off. And if now it's only synthesizer Prophet-5A that's open, B is open, and both are open. And go. You can split them. You can do different layer them. There are different settings that you can choose within this synth. So that's your edit, and both on. You can edit them both together. If you have the same patch, for example, you can set both, and so you can edit both synths. You don't have to edit one and the other one. You can edit them both. So, and all those who just came into the live stream, welcome to the live stream, and also feel free to like and subscribe, and also to leave a comment in the chat. Just say hello. That will be nice. If you have some question, also just ask. Don't be shy, or then I will try to help or to answer your question, of course. So that's the synth. When I was downloading this synth, it was super easy to download, so very easy to install on your computer. But to me, it was super easy. So when you're also, like now, I'm in B or A, you will see that the LED turns in the color of the synth. So you know which one that you are changing the settings. So I'm just changing, not both, because I'm in both, but if I'm now just changing B instead of A, now I'm changing A. But B is off, now B is on, both are on. Very easy to use the synth, very easy to learn, I think. If you have a Prophet-5, that's much easier, of course. There are some nice features on this synth. You can create some complex sound with the synth. We're gonna hear that in those patches that we are going through. That's very nice features and very interesting synthesizer. So let's go to the Prophet-5, so we can go through some of those patches. But before we're gonna do that, the sound that you hear in the intro, that was one of my first sounds that I created with this plugin. So my first sound, music. It's not a sound, excuse me. The first song that I created, not sound. That was my first song that I created on this Prophet-5 plugin. And so I thought, why not use it as my intro? So now those complex sounds, you can find it here in those patches. And there are some very nice patches in this synth. Lots of them, to cover them all in this live stream, but we are going to cover some of them, certainly. So feel free to ask questions if you have. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat. Feel free to like, of course, and to subscribe. Let's go to the synths. Yes, so here we are on the Prophet-5. So now the Prophet-5 is turned off. So there is no sound of the Prophet-5. All you hear is the plugin. So what you must do, here you have your button, a global button. When you're in red, you have the first. In the first menu, when you press once the first menu, both number 3 and number 4, first menu, you must turn that in CC instead of numeric in CC. That's very important. Everything is mapped. What we can do, maybe before I'm going to start, I'm going to set the synth, the plugin, into, I'm going to set it in an initialized patch. So we can test the filters. So the synth is now initialized. And also I turned also the effects off because you want to hear. Oh, that's hard. Now, does the sound is okay? Is it not too loud or not too? Sustain pedal works also. That's in Rev 1 and 2. Strange, the cutoff doesn't work. Normally I set that in. That's very strange. Because I'm in, I was in the menu. So let's see what it does. Second filter. Turn a little bit of resonance on. A little bit more. Halfway. Strange, it goes into now 3/4. Be careful with your ears if it's too loud. We are now in filter mode 3, not in 1 and 2. Go full open. I'm not gonna turn that all. Going to the first and second, also full open. That's loud. The other one. but it doesn't change the filter. No, it doesn't change the filter. So I'm going to see if the mapping is correctly done. So as you see, it doesn't work always. I'm changing it, and even then it won't change. It won't go to the other filter. It stays in the same filter. That's the other filter. So when you're going to the second filter, so to filter number 3, it can go back to the 1 and 2, but otherwise it doesn't work. So that's maybe an issue that GForce must work it out, because it doesn't work. So otherwise it works. Let's start with the 3. So I'm now in 3. That's filter of the ref 3. One quarter, 1.5. Then 3/4 of. Then full open. Now when I going to the, now it worked, but if I want to go back to the 3, it doesn't work. So I don't know why. So that's so those are the 2 filters. So what can I do? I can also give a little bit of. So there is one issue that the knob of the filter doesn't work in one way. It works only in one way, not in both ways. So that's an issue that must be solved in an update. Maybe that can be solved. I think that there are other things, I think, also than that. Also the same thing with the filter. The same thing with the keyboard tracking. When it's turned on, you can turn it off, but if you want to turn it on, it won't work. So the same thing. So it won't turn on, but it will turn off. So that's also an issue. I turned it on now. If I turn it off, I cannot turn it on again. I must go to the. That works. Also, all those who just came into the live stream, welcome to the live stream. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat if you want. If you have a question, just ask. I have also programs you can, but like I said, there are some bugs, and the bugs are sometimes you can go up but not down. You can turn it on but not off, or you can turn it off but not on, and that's an issue. So I hope they will solve that, because that's an issue. As you see, it doesn't work always. What do you also have here? And now we're going to try that. Why not? We're going to try the chorus, and also this one I don't need it. A little bit of reverb. So we're going to give it a little bit, and I'm going to try this XLFO on the volume. That's what I want to do. And yes, why not? Going to give it a little bit of like that. But the rate low, not so fast. Oh, that's too much. Like that. And also the amount like that. What it's gonna do, I don't know so the volume, you will see it works with those two. Can give it a little bit more. And also choose a sample and hold if I want. Amplitude, a little bit more of the amplitude. Let's see what it does when I play it. Yes, that's indeed. And what we also can do, just going through those features that's on the synth. So there are small issues, and there are some things that are very interesting, like this, the XLFO. Of course, that's a very interesting feature. You can also go here with your LFO, panning, spread, how many now we can go from left to right, a little bit on. Normally sample and hold it. Also a sample and hold here. That is also what I don't have on the Prophet-5. This sample and hold. So you have also a sample and hold. That's also nice to have that. Source. That's random. Center a random. Doesn't do nothing, not a lot. less spreading. Yeah, there is a difference. There is a difference. So if I spread it a lot, you can hear it. You must have some headphones on. Certainly when it goes away, it goes very open and wide. Let's go through some patches. I have this button, I think, that I choose. That's the second thing we are going to do, going through those patches. Not interesting, not for me. So going to another patch. Next patch. can sound very good. There are some super fantastic, nice sounding patches on this synth. The aftertouch works perfectly. Next. So if you want to use this sound for an arpeggiator, so it's not one of those most easy arpeggiators I found. So what you have here, you can go up and down. So that's the panning. I can do it less. That's a random. I can also that's the octave, can go up and down normally. -1, -2. Gate, swing. Oh, okay, it was off. There is a delay, I think. Yes, the delay. I'm going to turn it off. Maybe a little bit of delay. Combine those two together. Then we will see what we get then. It's not so simple. The arpeggiator, the more you play with the synth, the more you can discover things that are right or less right. So you hear up and down mode, pattern 1. Again, choose another pattern. I'm gonna stay in, instead of -2, I'm gonna leave it in 0. So I have the pattern. In 25. So you have different patterns that you can choose with. Let's see what it gives. But instead of 1/8 or 1/16, (1/8). That's maybe better. And So it's not an arpeggiator that's okay. If I be honest, if I compare that with my arpeggiator on my Roland, that's another thing. That's on this one, on the Super 6, those two arpeggiated, certainly also this one here, they're on a different planet. That's not the same. It's okay, but it doesn't feel like... If it's static, yes, but if you want to have a dynamic one, I have a video that I made with my Mother 32 on the Rolands, using the arpeggiator on the Roland, and everything that I played was with that arpeggiator. So, and it was always on the beats. It's always right. And here, maybe it's the delay also, but even then, I have also delay on this one, and it works perfectly. So that's maybe also something that they want to review or see if they can do a better thing about that. It's where to make an update for that also. I'm not so fond of this arpeggiator. Okay, we are going to another patch now. Not so bad. Next. Nice sounding batch, this one. Next. A little bit less. Nice bass. Next. Just a percussive sound. is that there are some nice one in this here. Here in this case, there are lots of effects. That's not the sound that you hear, more effects than sound. That's not a synth, that's just effects. It's not a pure synth that you hear. There are lots of effects on this, but there are some nice sounds that I came by on the synth. Now, this case, this arpeggiated seems nice to me. So it's not on the beat, and that's normally it must be direct on, it isn't. You see, it doesn't do that. It's not synchronized on the beat. And that's important when you are using an arpeggiator, that it's on that first time when I touch the key, and also with that delay. I don't know if you can also synchronize that delay. Next patch, just a hi-hat, not lots of effects also here, and 2 synths, I think, just one. This one I like. I don't know why, but it sounds. Next. sounds nice, this one. And this is more the Prophet-5 sound. That's more the Prophet-5, from my opinion, of course. And this one also nice. Nice. This. No. Nice for an intro. It gives me some inspiration. This can give. Nice, nice. But always lots of effects on those sounds. So they are not the yeah. How do you say it? The classic vintage Prophet-5 sound. The pure sound. That's what I want to say. Next one. No. No. Not a... Not bad. like that. There are lots of Prophet-5 plugins, I think, if I are here. There are lots of emulators. The second time I listened to those patches, there are some of them that they still keep catch me, but there are also others that I think, lots of effects, not the pure synth. Another one. Next one. Next one. Again, lots of effect. I can make the same sound better, I think, with my Prophet-5 and only with my effects on my mix table. Let's go to another. It's a mono sound. Next one. Always look at the settings, what they use, so that's always interesting, so you know which sound you want to. Another one. Not so interesting. Lots of. So orchestra sound. Like a reverse disc. Reverse LP that you're playing. Nice. Something like that. Another one, and I think also the last one, and then we are going to create the same patch on both synths, so we can compare those two. Of course, we're going to not use the effects on. Maybe at last we are using the hoodies that I'm using here. A little bit of reverb, the same reverb. We're going to use that on the also on the plugin, and also the hoodies. I can only use the hoodies that it's on the synth. Nice one. Okay, that was it for the patches today. I mean an initialized sound, initialized patch without any effects on it. That's a clean patch. So, of course, when I turn now something on the keyboard, it will change also. So I'm going to turn off the MIDI on the plugin so I can change things here without changing the plugin. If I'm using factory press now, I'm gonna use this one as my second keyboard for playing. But before I do that, I must go now. I'm gonna choose first a patch from here. That's the normal patch, but I'm gonna. This one I want to recreate. This one with Choris. That's with Choris. A little bit of reverb. If it can create this sound, so I can turn on and off whether it's on the synth, and it will do simultaneous with the plugin, so it creates the same patch on that plugin. And then we're going to hear if it's the same, yes or no. We will see. Only this area I must not touch, because if I touch this one, it will change and go to the next patch. And that's not what we want to achieve, of course. But first, clean without any effect. So that's off. Don't hear nothing. Let's go, and this one on, this one on, this one on, on, this one I'm gonna. Oh, okay, the keyboard tracking, I must do it on the app itself. That's the issue that I thought it will be. It's strange. I'm gonna see. So that's okay. This one. The only thing it does is turning off, but not on. So that's an issue. Again, it's again an issue. Like I said, that's a big problem, that it doesn't do the same thing Why? I don't know. Is it in the settings? I don't know why, but it doesn't do that. Now turning the knobs, and then you can see where is the setting on your synth. When the LED lights up, then it's okay. That's the setting. And you must stop there, and it will stop also. Do the same thing on your synth. So that's how you can create the same patch. Then we have here the glide, a little bit of glide. Vintage mode is off. The knobs work perfectly, but when you're using those buttons, it doesn't do that. It won't work with that. So I think why, but filter now. Filter is in the filter number 3, I think. Yes, that's okay. The setting's okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. That's okay. Keyboard tracking is off, so I must turn it. That's also okay. Then here. Next. Now I think I'm there. So turn off turning off the Prophet-5 and just the plugin. That's not the same. What you hear is the plugin. And now if I going to I thought there was something wrong. The detune was on. That's better. But it's not the same. Okay, now I'm going to change. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to use now the Super 6 as for the plugin, and then the Prophet-5 as itself. So now you hear the Super 6, that's the plugin, and I'm turning on this one. Very strange. Different, very different. Is it in the tuning? I don't know. That's not the same. The poly mode is normally off. A little bit, and the other one is off. I think there is a difference in the tuning. Yeah, I think it. That was it, the tuning. I thought so. So it's not also 100% correctly with this one. If it's in C1, it doesn't be. It doesn't has. It's not aligned with the plugin. So if it here in C1, it's not on the plugin C1. It's another note. I don't know what you think. Is it the same thing or not? I don't know. So what I did now is I'm using the same amount of reverb and Godis on both synths from my mix table. And that will sound. And here. There is a big difference. More in the filter. I think the filter is a little bit too close, I think. Has it to do with the filter, the settings? I don't know. Here in the low end. Not the same sound. Not the same, not the same. So C1, that means plus 12. That's the C1. So the polymodulation goes a little bit out of tune. That you have that wow, but you don't have that here. There is a big difference. So, oh no, it does not sound the same. You hear that? That's not... There's something wrong. To be honest, so I programmed the same patch on the plugin, the same amount and everything, the same thing, and it won't do the same thing. First thing, the low end. There is not enough low end. Here it is more low end than on this synth, and much more low end. Then second of all, much rougher than this. It's more, I don't know why. It's like the two oscillators are more in sync here. You hear that? That's the difference. It come close, but it's not close enough. And to be honest, this is right in your face. It's also, it can cut to your mix. You're using this in your mix, it cuts through the mix. It comes through this and it's too like that. It's not that it sounds bad or something, but It's not. If you want to recreate a synth, please be close to that. If the emulator of the EXAP, it's identical. The DX7 identical, and here there is a difference. And certainly this patch, I choose this patch because it's a difficult patch to recreate on another synth. So you can create it on a Prophet-5, maybe also on a Oberheim, but try to recreate it on a Juno or on this Super 6 or another synth. It will be very difficult to create the same sound as this one. So I tried to recreate it, the same thing, but it doesn't do that. It comes close, but it's not the same. Listen to that. Where is the bass? The low end in this case. And I'm using just the chorus and the reverb of my mix table. When I'm using this Prophet-5 with my analog pedal here, the MXR chorus, then you will hear a big difference. I'm going to use that, so I'm going to turn off the chorus on the Prophet-5. And I'm going to use this one. That's the difference. I'm a little bit surprised because the first video that I made of this synth, there are nice patches on. I was certainly surprised about one of two. I think one, when it was an initialized patch that came very close to the original. But this one, no, far from the original. But it's certainly here. So thin, it's so thin sounding thin. This one goes through the mix. This one. No, not the same. Doesn't sound far. The sound is far from this one here. Certainly in the low end there is so much more bass on this. So comparing, the plugin failed. Does it fail a lot? No, not a lot, but it failed. And there are also other issues with the MIDI. Some buttons doesn't, no, all the buttons work, but it doesn't work in both ways. So you can turn it on or off, but not otherwise. So that was also a big issue. Those are the two things. The patches are very nice, but there are lots of patches with lots of effects. And I think the most of those fantastic sounding patches are patches with too much effects on. So you don't hear the synth itself. When you compare those like I did now, then you hear the difference. There is a big difference. And certainly I think it's in the filter, of course, certainly in the filter. And the waveforms, that's not always the case, but certainly in the filter. You hear there is... If you have headphones, you hear the high tones. This lets... the low end. How do you get that for free? How do you did that you have it for free? I'm curious if there is some plugin that this one is okay. Will I buy it after today? I don't know. The first time when I used it, and I thought, yes, maybe I will buy it. But now, the more I play with it, the more I compare that, the more I see also the issues that it's on the synth. I think not so. They must change. First thing, all those settings that the knobs will work like it worked on a Prophet-5. Turn it on and off. Maybe also when I'm here in a C1, it must be also on a C1 in the plugin. That's the second thing. And the other thing is, I think there is some difference in the filter. They are not 100% in tune or something. I don't know why. Those are 1, 2. And they're not even in sync, or it's not unison. If it's in sync, that's in sync. That's not more. So they are better. They sound much better again when you're in sync. A little bit of vintage on. Now it come close to. That come a little bit closer to when it's in vintage. But even then, not in vintage, but then even then, it doesn't do that here. You're direct, it bites, and now here, just like a snake comes in, and that is not what I. Okay. Like that, I had also some plugins that I had for free. Also special editions and something like that. Yes. But I'm glad that I tested this plugin with my Prophet-5. I can compare that here directly with the Prophet-5. So let's go back to my laptop and let's give my honest opinion, what I think now, and also the rating. So I have also a rating for this synth, but the other synths that I viewed in my other videos, and then we will see. I don't know what Because if you go to Starsky, I think he showed also the first patch, this one here. I'm gonna turn out the hoodies off. You see, that's Prophet-5. I'm going to do that same thing on the plugin. So that's it's a Prophet, the sound from, but we're gonna see if there are some effects on. And of course, here, the hoodies, gonna turn that off. Then we're gonna turn everything off, none. This one, you see the reverb also, nothing. Let's hear if it's the same with my effects, not with another effect. And that came close. But even then, it's not so powerful as the Prophet-5. Maybe I'm going to turn it a little bit louder. That's also maybe the reason why. There is a big difference. There is a big difference. It come close. I'm gonna turn that off, all the effects. So I'm gonna turn all the effects off. Does it do the same thing again? Strange thing that it sounds almost the same. So for this patch, it sounds exactly the same. That's very strange. But when I try to recreate the other patch that I said, the patch that I said before, this one, number 16, it cannot do that. And that's the patch that can give me an idea if can it recreate this. If it can create this, then it's the same as a Prophet-5, but it doesn't do that. So and it's in the filter number 3. That's the difference, because in this one, that's the filter. So the filter tree is not, maybe they must also look at that filter number 3. It sounds more the filter 2 than the filter 3 that when I was playing it. So, but the first patch, this one, it's on. The same. That's true. That's true. So why did they do, for example, the 116? That's a very famous patch, of course, of the Prophet-5. And I said because I tried to recreate this patch on the other synths, and to be honest, that's one of the hardest patches that you can recreate it. I think with the Nobelheimer you can recreate that, but with the Prophet-5, with the Super 6, very hard. This EXAP come very close to that. And if I want, but which one can, I think the Juno, it will be also a little bit different because it's the same sound as the Super 6, but even then, but this one, so that doesn't define if it can do the same sound or not. I proved that it's not the same synth, and they cannot. Now they use filter 1 and 2 in this case, but filter 3 is maybe different. I can maybe choose another patch in filter 2, like this one. Can it create? I can try to recreate this one on this synth. Can try to do that. It was flipping a little bit. Okay, this patch. So off, on. Then I must do it. This one must turn off. You cannot turn something on. So that stays on. Those two and this one off. That's okay. This one I must change that also on the app itself, because it's not, like I said, if it's a C1 here, it's not a C1 on the synth. This is off. A little bit of pulse width modulation. Here also, but another way. So that means the pulse width is on. Strange, because the pulse width is not on. Strange. Then we have also on, off, of course, the filter The amount is that. What also can be, and I think also the amount of the keyboard half full, because there is, it can open or close the, we didn't see that if we adjust that also. That's one thing that I didn't saw. If I had if I adjust the keyboard tracking, maybe it was that also. That can be. Um, Sometimes there are some things that you must adjust. If you don't do that, the sound will not be the same. Let's go now with the vintage. Doesn't. Oh, there's lots of vintage here. The envelope. Those I just did that also. Glide is off. Fine tuning also off. Off. I think I have everything. Now, There is a difference. There is a difference. And like I said, I think it's in the filter. So that's the second sound that I try to recreate, but there is a difference. Oh, certainly here. Also, the LFO is not the same. It doesn't do that, so. Certainly not the same. The problem is the settings for the velocity sensitivity and aftertouch are different than on the set. Here it's open or closed. There you can go to the negative and the positive, and but it's even then it's not the same. So normally I must play with this synth a little bit, try to create some patches and to see where the difference are and what I did wrong or not wrong. And normally it was be same. Why they didn't copy and paste the same thing, velocity on off, or to choose, you can choose between a knob or something else. I don't know why they didn't do that, but because so if I push, it's a difficult thing. Yes, indeed. It's pretty that it's so. The more that I play with this synth, the more I see there's some work to do on this synth before it will be a perfect plugin. They did a very great job, but there is some work to do.